So why do you believe then creativity is so important for healing the deep trauma and dealing with things like this then?
Do we have another 3 hours? I could talk
I
about
know.
that forever.
There's
I
lots of
actually,
layers, right?
yes. Let me see what I can come up with the simplest version. Well, there's a physiological aspect, which is that if you've ever read the book Art, Your Brain on Art
Yeah.
by, yes, Ivy Ross and Susan Magsamen, they go into all the studies that are being done on neuroplasticity and how art making and interacting with art creates new avenues in our brains. So
Mm,
there's that aspect. So while I'm resisting the urge to cut and instead channeling it into artwork, new neural pathways are being laid
mhm,
in my brain. But the emotional spiritual part is, and the way I explain this in the book is that the act of cutting, I think, is a creative act. It's unique. It's a way of self-regulating and expressing ourselves without committing suicide, without harming
mhm,
anybody else, without falling apart in a weird way. It held me together. So it's a creative thing. I sort of came up with that on my own, the way that I do it. And everybody does the cutting in their own way. We often use, and I've read this from other cutters, is that we use special blade. It's like very sacred almost. It's a ritual similar to setting up to paint or setting up to create in some way.
right.
And it's a very spiritual connection. There's a like channeling an energy when I was self-harming that's similar to when I channel the muse to paint.